Hi Leo, welcome into your reading. We're reading, I want to say to the last week of February going into the first week of March. So welcome in guys, welcome in. I keep them roundabout because I feel time and energy is fluid, okay? So, you know, roundabout, I like to give a 2-week birth to almost everything because you're not all going through the same thing at the same time, but roundabout. So usually Spirit lets me know which cohort they want me to read for. So the storyline I'm reading for, it will resonate with you or it won't. It's going to be in the subject title. I don't usually put catchy titles just to catch an audience. They're usually right on point. So let's see what's going on. So yesterday was a portal day, which was 2/22/2022. So what does that mean? For a lot of you and most of the collective, it means that what had happened before this day was yesteryear. What's going forward in this new portal is your new life. So it was whatever you were currently dealing with is you're either extracting out of your life or you're taking it with you moving forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how your readings are going to play out this week and for everybody. My camera's glitchy. Sorry, I don't know. It's been glitching lately. All right, guys, let's see what's going on. Interesting. All right. Now, ooh, message of the week, Ace of Pentacles. So for me, guys, Pentacles is 3D. It means it's in your world. It's tangible. So whatever this new opportunity is, it's in a form of abundance. What's abundance? Health, wealth, love, whatever. So this is either a new job for some of you, a relationship, something. But behind it, you were stressing before this came along with the Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights here. You walked away from something. Let me see. Something from your past or someone from your past. You really went in your head and you thought long and hard over this, Leo. Wow. Who am I reading for? Oh my God. All right, so I'm going to try to focus here because this looks like it's very specific. And I don't know if it's going to resonate with everybody, to be honest with you. All right, because some of you did move forward with somebody from your recent past. Others of you did not. So the person that I'm actually reading for is somebody who had to think long and hard in regards to a person they were dealing with from their recent past. Yeah, I'll start here. Lovers. Somebody here in the recent past, you had a lover. It was Knight of Wands. It was very passionate. It was a lot of sex. But then somebody here went in their head to think about these things. But because there were a lot of things that were unknown. Things that were being kept from you. Like things felt questionable to you, Leo. Like there was an unknown. This person felt like you had secrets. You didn't know where it was going, if it was coming or going, what it was. All you knew is that you had a lover, right? Five of Swords in reverse. This is talking about laying down your swords to have a conversation. So you might have had an argument here with somebody, but then you guys thought better of it and you said, let's call a peace treaty and chat. All right, and then somebody took a time out to think things through. And then there was an ending or a transformation. What happened here? Ending or transformation? A temporary ending, that's for sure, because you're single here. All right? You wanted it to transform, so you went in your head. Maybe some of you dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Others of you, you went all logical and rational. You're like, you know what? I don't need my heart space. I don't need my passion space, my fire. I just need to be rational here. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. So you're using the sword to possibly cut something out from your past. All right? And you do. You emotionally check out and you leave. Now, what people don't talk about with the Eight of Cups is when you go to, because the Eight of Cups is the pre-Hermit card. This is the minor arcana of this major arcana. So you actually take the steps and you're like, I'm going to go to the fucking mountains. I want to be by myself. I need to think things through. We don't know what you do when you come down. Do you go back to the person or do you bank left and say bye-bye? So over here, you're stressing out. You're freaking out with this night. So you see these demons? They're in your head. Sleepless nights over this situation. And then poof, voila, here comes the offer. Ace of Pentacles. Why do I feel like I'm having deja vu right now? This is so weird. I'm feeling like I'm having deja vu unless I did the same exact reading for someone else. The Hangman. This is your situation right now. You feel stuck. Yeah, because you're in the mountains thinking. You're like, I'm emotionally checked away. I've got to really process this and I'll let you know. The Star in reverse. This is what's coming towards you. Aquarius energy. A lot of you guys feel like it's hopeless, that there's no hope in this situation, that it can't go anywhere. And that's how you feel. But we're going to clarify. We're going to see what's up. Now, what you don't see coming, the surprise, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Wands. All right, so this is interesting to me. For a very small pocket of you are dealing with your children, or you have kid issues within the family. Either it's this person's children, your own children, or your children together. Okay, there's an issue here with the children within the family. What you don't see coming, like maybe you didn't think this was an issue, but apparently it becomes one. Now, that's a small, tiny pocket of you. That's not going to be for everybody. That's a few of you. Now, for everybody else, what you don't see coming is there's going to be a small offer in regards to your foundation. This is like sort of asking to move in, asking to get engaged, asking to buy a home together. This is the small pentacle. It's like it's paving the brick road to the front of your house together. All right. And the Page of Swords is somebody just constantly had you in their orbit, or maybe you have them in your orbit. Okay. Because the semi-stalking card, but it's also a little bit of a defense. Okay. Because the page is like, you got to tune into the energy of the Page of Swords. Yes, he's the stalker. Yes, he's a little nervous. Yes, he's a little quiet because he's trying to make the right decision. And when you're children and you're learning something new, you don't know what to do. So you try to get as much information as you can. That's why it's Page of Swords in the mind. But with the sword being up like that, because you don't have all the facts and you're not certain, you're a little protective. That's why sometimes we say with the Page of Swords, being protective. Look at her, she's like, I'm going forward. I'm doing this, but I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to be reserved, right? And maybe take this offer, being reserved, taking this offer in regards to whatever this is on your foundation, whether it's an engagement, moving in with somebody, shacking up, leveling up in your relationship, or even if this is a job, okay? So it can be either way. Your advice is to be your badass selves. Queen of Wands. Who's the Queen of Wands? She's no motherfucking joke. Let me explain to you who the Queen of Wands is, okay? She's compassionate. She has empathy. She's passionate as fuck. She's also very witty. She's also very intelligent. But you know what makes her sick ass? She's brave. Unlike the King of Wands, she takes the necessary action. She doesn't wear salamanders on her robes, the salamanders which protect you from fire. The King of Wands does. Does she? No. She jumps in the fire and she's like, fuck it, I do. And we'll see later. She takes those kind of risks. Also educated risks. Because she's also a businesswoman. She's also very savvy. So she comes from all walks of life. She's that ball of energy of fire. And this is asking you to come back home, Leo. It's time to come back home. It's time to be in your own shoes, to feel good in your own skin. All right? You're the fucking lion. Let's go. This is you. It's time to come back home so people can see who you are, because it looks like you need to remind a few. Okay? This is actually awesome. Now, outcome. I don't like this, but I'm not sugarcoating your readings, because forewarned is forearmed. Also, it's not that bad. And secondly, this is just a weekly reading. They're temporary. All shitty situations are temporary. Guys, you know that. The awesome thing is for you to be able to persevere and go past it. You know what I'm saying? This is more about mental, all right? Because you have the Ten of Swords in reverse and you have the Eight of Swords upright. So this is about a mental situation. This is like mostly stuff in your head. Granted, this is talking about an ending that you recently had. But is it ending? It's like hanging on by a thread. So it's ended but hasn't ended, or you're either opening up an old situation with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Something hasn't completely ended. Like I said, hanging on by a thread. Eight of Swords, but this is you. You're in your head, okay? And that's in the upright position. Do you see these demons right here? They're in your head. Meanwhile, what you don't see, Leo, is you're protected. Here's your angel. These swords, you could just kick them and move out. I used to hate this card. I have a newfound love for it, only because it just reminds me that, yeah, you're stuck right now. It's just because you haven't come up with a solution yet. You eventually will. All right, and your angels will guide you and help you. Because right now, who's on center stage are the demons. And once you punch them in the face and you tell the demons and the devil fuck off, you're going to be able to face your angels, and then they're going to light your way. All right. Let's use this deck for a clarification. I love your readings. They inspire me. They do. I swear to God, they motivate me. Every zodiac gives me some kind of like inspiration. Like I love looking at Taurus's readings for the love portion. I love reading your readings for like the motivation of it, because you really do find ways to pull yourselves out and get out there. I like Aries because of the energy that they have, and they're funny as shit. I like Scorpio because they're mystery and just like they've got this like little savage way. I crack up, I die laughing. Works, I don't know. But I'm curious to see what their next little cray cray is. I like every zodiac sign for everything that they do. You guys are all unique in your own way. Hangman, Pisces energy. Kind of reminds me of like Cepheus, who's like rolling up the hill with the boulder on his back. Finally gets to the top. He's like, I'm dead here. Just give me a second. I need to think. Oh my God, yes. Just give me a second. I need to think. The King of Swords. Again, some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Others of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, bottom of the deck. You're dealing with two people who are emotionally guarded. Okay? It doesn't matter, because over here in the Hangman situation, I feel like a lot of you are going in your headspace to think things through, like what to do, because some situation is hanging on by a thread here. And I don't know if it's because you're debating between two people, a certain path with one individual, or even a career choice. Because over here at the bottom of the deck, we are talking about a person that is stable, but emotionally guarded, right? Who wants a passion and new beginning with you. And you're thinking about it. Damn, Leo. I don't blame you, because before this ace, look at you. You suffered. You fucking suffered. That's profound pain. That's heartbreak. Oh my God. I can see, oh my God, I can see why. This is so sad. Hold on a second. Look at this, right? You were like a couple here. Now I have two storylines. You were a couple here for some of you. And then a lover intervened. Can you believe interfered and intervened? I just mixed those two words together. Intervened. I don't know. I swear to God. Anyway, so you had a relationship with somebody potentially, right? And another lover intervened, gave you an opportunity, made you feel like you were the emperor and the empress, where you felt like you two were a fucking power couple here, right? And I don't know who the power couple situation is. You had this then you had this heartbreak. I think you had to let go of somebody there, right? And then you had this passionate new beginning. And if this didn't happen, this is gonna happen. Okay, because I'm in the situation place. All right? But you're dealing with somebody emotionally guarded. And now you're thinking. Others of you, maybe it's one person that you were dealing with where you became a couple, and because you grew up from being lovers, meaning like you went from lovers to being a couple, and not just any couple, a fucking power couple, like financially stable, the both of you, both mature, loving, like something big. And there was an opportunity of something big and stable here for you, also on the financial end. But now, for whatever reason, you're in your minds, Leo. You're in your heads. And now you're thinking, because for some reason you feel like there's no hope in this whatever situation you're thinking about. Why am I merging words? All right, what does this start in reverse? For Leo, please. This is going to be a big reading, guys, because we're talking about post this portal day, 2/22/2022. Because this is like really setting you up for the year. Yep, a lot of you. Let's see. All right, here you are, Leo. Unless you're dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like yourself. Unless this is you or another fire sign you're dealing with, you are remaining focused, regardless of the positive and the negative. You see this black and white horse? It also represents our yin and our yang. You need both. You can't just have one. You need both to level yourselves out. It's like not knowing what a good thing is unless you've experienced bad. Unless you've experienced sadness, would you know what happiness is? It's kind of like that, like that balance. Regardless of the shit going on in your life, you're remaining focused, but you're not taking a leap of faith. You're not taking a risk here. You are willing to work at something here. You're basically willing to work on a situation with somebody here, but you're not willing to risk yourself in the process, is what it's pretty much telling me. Because it feels like it's hopeless. And you're like, I'm not moving forward with this motherfucker unless he puts in the same amount of effort as me. It's kind of what you're saying. I mean, look at you. This is basic. These are explaining to me why you feel a situation is hopeless. And I just explained it to you. It's because you put in a lot of hard work and effort, and you always will, because that's the type of person you are. It's the type of lover you are. It's kind of the employee you are. It's the type of business partner you are. You put people on a pedestal and a platform because you're loving and you love them and you'll do anything for them. But that's you putting your effort, your blood, sweat, and tears into a situation. You want the other person to do the same. And if they're not, you're not wasting your time. You're not going to take a risk on them. So this is what you're processing. But regardless of all of this going on, you're still remaining focused on your agenda, your shit, your situation, and moving ahead. But what's interesting for me at the bottom, and you know why? Because at the end of the day, this is you, the Empress. You know your worth. You know your value. Somebody was asking me on a psychology thread the other day, they're like, why do I keep dating all the wrong men? Why do I keep picking these people? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's because subconsciously inside yourself, you keep finding people that represent that part of you. And that's why we call these people lessons. Because if you knew your worth, if you knew your value, you wouldn't tolerate the bullshit. You wouldn't tolerate the garbage. Now, why am I telling you, Leo, all of this? Is because you do. You do recognize your value. You do recognize your worth. You're quite the opposite of what I just said. So you're not tolerating it. You're accepting the pain. You're seeing for what it is. You're also acknowledging your worth and your value. And now you're assessing. But you're telling yourself there's no hope. Hoping maybe that, maybe something might turn around. Let's see, Leo. Because it does. Because you do. You get a very small offer in regards to whatever this engagement is, or this leveling up or upgrading your relationship with somebody, or, your career. Large audience, not a personal reading. Guys, just take it as it resonates. It's not your story. It's not your story. Secondly, take the advice. My advice never fails you. Usually is on point with whatever's going on in your life at the time. What is the Four of Wands? Page of Pentacles, please. Yeah, this is big shit that's changing in your... Listen to me, guys. Listen to me and listen good, because this portal day yesterday was humongous. Because I feel like this is a really great reading, and I really hope, it gets as many views as possible, because I think you guys should hear this. You see this tower, you might have had this in the recent past. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe this was on a subconscious level. Maybe something shocking came to light to you. Yeah, you moved away from a situation that just, you felt like it wasn't doing anything for you. It could have felt unrequited love, or you just weren't happy in a situation. You moved on, right? Then boom, the foundation fell apart. Can I explain to you now what 222 and all those twos and the portal day was yesterday? It's basically to make space in your life to create a new platform, a new foundation. You were living in a shack. You're about to move into a fucking villa. You get it? It's like leaving a shitty job. And if you were fired or you were left behind or it wasn't working out, it's because the universe wants you to make space for the awesome thing that's coming in. Same thing with relationships. If you have doubts, you have questions, something needed to crumble, okay? Because you were trying to hold on to it for what? They're trying to make space for you to create a bigger, better foundation. Because what came out is the Wheel of Fortune. This is heavy-duty luck on your side, Leo. Heavy-duty luck, right? Here you are again with the Queen of Swords. In your head, in your mind, thinking over a situation that had ended. Unless you're dealing with an air sign that you did have an ending with. But this is a new chapter. This is a new dawn. And this is a new day. And you have serious luck on your side. This ending had to happen, whether you go back to this person or not. Okay? It had to fall apart. Because it was garbage before. It was built on napkins. Okay? And you need to build a foundation on stones. Brick and mortar. So you're getting these offers now. Whatever this offer is that's coming in towards you in regards to leveling up a relationship, it's legit. It's been fated. It's been written in the fucking stars, even though you don't feel like it is. That's why they want you to come back home. Because you're in another energy space. You're in like the air element. They're like, come back to the fire. All right? All right, guys, let's see. Please clarify for Leo, the Queen of Wands. And there you are with your little lion next to you. Your lioness. What wanted to pop? Yeah, some of you are thinking you're too much in your feels and you got to get out of there. You're in your thinking about the past, your disappointments, whether it's one person in particular, a situation, or just in general. You know, you're just reflecting on that. See, you have a new love offer that's coming in, or you have the opportunity for fresh new love. These are always opportunities, the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, in your advice, clarifying you over there, it's telling you you should go towards this. I love getting aces in my advice position because they're telling me they're blessed. Maybe you don't feel that way right now, but it will turn out that way. Yeah. You're not going to be single for any time, any point in time, anytime soon. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. No, you will not be single. Somebody's trying to sneak back into your life, it feels like. Or find a clever way, and if they're not somebody you know, somebody's trying to sneak their way into your world. For sure. Now, but why are you all up in your head? Guys, I'm sorry the computer's glitching. At least you just got to hear me. I think it's the lighting. It does something to the computer. I need contrast. Alright, so 8 of Swords. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yes, so maybe this was a false start in the past. Maybe it was a failure to launch. Maybe, I don't know, it did end and now there's an opportunity to start it up again. Not sure, it doesn't friggin' matter, but here it is. There's that Ace of Pentacles. As we began your reading, your message of the week is how we're ending. Ace of Pentacles, 2 different decks. Cards do not lie or make mistakes. You have a new opportunity here in a job or a relationship. And they're saying go for it. That's your weekly message. And maybe you're this Page of Swords, trying to like see things. Keep your guard up with the Page of Swords. See them in your orbit. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to just think of, and maybe this is you trying to be crafty or clever on thinking like what the right deal is here, what the right situation is. Don't know. Weekly readings. Kipper, what you got? What else do you have in addition? For those of you that are members in the extended, I'm gonna pull an extra card for you to use in your advice position as a tool. It's like a little bit of a mantra. It'll help you. I'll explain it more in the extended. We're also going to do a little bit of a deeper dive in this Ace of Cups here, this person, whoever they are, because maybe you had an ending with them in the past. Don't know, but let's see what their feelings are, their intentions towards you, and possible potential outcome for the future. And see from the Hidden Truth Oracle what any messages they have also. And then we can also go from Aries to Pisces and see what they think. But before I leave, let's see what Kipper has for you and the Romance Angels. And spiritual as fuck, because somebody reminded me we got to keep things light and fluffy and be funny sometimes. You know, not so serious. Ooh, Distant Horizons. What's at the bottom? Community. Damn. Distant Horizons. All right, so this is a few different messages for some of you. Some of you could be traveling abroad, or somebody's coming to visit you from abroad, or you're planning like a dream vacation. Others of you, Distant Horizons is like sometimes your dreams are coming true. Others of you, maybe, I'm going to clarify this in the extended, which the link will be down below with Tarot. I want to know what this is. So let me put it on the side. But if you're having dreams too, journal them, because these are also your prophecies, because some of you could be seeing things like this as well. But it's talking about your dreams coming true, or the plans that you have. They're coming to fruition for some of you. Other of you, this is just you're dreaming up plans. And some of you are planning dream vacation, something like that. Now, let's see what your Romance Angels have to say. Leo, please. Going into March, under February, going into March. That's too many, Spirit. One more shuffle. Anything else? Just one or two, please. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So, you know, Spirit is always going to say, look, this is a potential aces. It's what you make of it, right? Because you have free will and so do they. But when Oracle speaks, this is your angel speaking. Tarot tells me what you're thinking and your person's thinking or doing or what you will do. This is directly divined from your archangels. Okay? This could be the one. This person could potentially be your person. Pay attention to the red flags. It's also here. So if you're doing a redo with somebody from the recent past, you really got to ixnay what the problems were. Okay? Whatever those red flags are, you got to button them down and talk to your person. Okay? Others of you at the bottom of the deck, I have released your ex, but it was in the reverse. So some of you are not releasing this ex. I'm going to clarify these with Tarot in the extended. And last but not least, what you got for Leo? Leo, please. All right. These usually make sense with your storyline. Vibrate so high. Okay, as always. Vibrate so high that toxic people pull back because they no longer know how to approach you. Your advice position, this is you, badass you. Know how you could tell you're onto some hardcore personal growth? Your perspective gets bigger and your inner circle gets smaller. It may be that people who want to gossip quit texting when you stop talking shit. If you're busy manifesting your dreams, distant horizons, if you're busy manifesting your dreams, keep your side of the street clean and working on those gnarly wounds that people want to avoid in themselves. Some people are bound to disappear. Be kind to yourself and to others as you outgrow people and places. Sometimes we gotta say goodbye. I tell everybody this. We're not responsible for other people's happiness. We're responsible for our own happiness. Nor are they responsible for ours, right? So if we're outgrowing people, we gotta do what we gotta do because we're evolving creatures. We don't want to stagnate. And if you do stagnate, the universe is gonna spit you out because you're not on the same frequency with them, or you've outgrown, you'll have that tower moment. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I will see you on the next one. I'm going to release this weekend life path readings. Stay tuned for those.